Welcome, everyone. It's a beautiful day to lead with heart. We're thrilled you're here to celebrate the launch of The Heart of Resilient Leadership by Dr. Pauline Belton. Before we dive in, just a few quick housekeeping items. If you haven't already, download the Kindle app on your phone or device. Grab your free copy of the book, available now on Amazon Kindle. Swipe through the pages so your download counts. This helps boost our visibility. Don't forget to leave a review. Even one sentence helps us reach more leaders just like you. Post and share on your social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Dr. Pauline Belton on Amazon to help us boost visibility and reach more leaders across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this exciting and transformational moment. Whether you're joining us from your office, your living room, or tuning in on the go, thank you for being part of the official launch of a book that's going to change the way we think about leadership. Today, we are honored to celebrate the release of The Heart of Resilient Leadership, Mastering Emotional Intelligence to Transform Teams and Organizations. A powerful new book that equips leaders with emotional tools that they need to build trust, elevate team performance, and lead with clarity and compassion in today's complex world. There's no better voice to lead us into this timely conversation than the author herself. She's not just a clinical therapist, executive coach, and leadership strategist. She's also affectionately known as your therapy doctor. Through her work, Dr. Pauline Belton has guided countless individuals and organizations in finding healing, alignment, and growth. Her new book brings all that wisdom together in a transformational framework, the Heart Model, that helps leaders go from burnt out to breakthrough. So, without further ado, please join me in welcoming the author of The Heart of Resilient Leadership, the incomparable, the insightful, the heart-centered Dr. Pauline Belton. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Hello, everyone. I am so excited that you are here with me. It is the day. It is April 15th, and the Heart of Resilient Leadership, Mastering Emotional Intelligence to Drive and Transform Teams and Organizations. It's here. It came out earlier than expected. Give me just one moment. Let me make sure that I can. Oh, here we go. So I am I am here and waiting to just give you these exciting snippets of the book. It's been an interesting weekend. We launched, this is the book launch. We actually released on Sunday. Amazon did a tricky thing and just released it on Kindle. If you haven't gotten your copy yet, I've gotten so many interesting and impactful reviews and comments, and we're going to share those with you today. But I don't want to get off track. I want to make sure that I'm giving you everything. I want to thank you so much. This book was born out of a deep passion for helping leaders to thrive, not just survive. Um, I've been doing mental health for over 30 years, and I have had the honor of leadership development, organizational transformations from private to public. And I work with leaders, I work with individuals who are change makers. And they were coming to me with issues having to do with team morale, burnout, being stressed out. And I wanted to help them have a work life balance. What did that mean? That meant developing the heart of resilient leadership. These leaders weren't buckling under pressure. They were seeking tools to help them build a better way to engage, to motivate, to inspire, to align their organizational missions with their ability to increase productivity during the day, so that their teams and organizations would show up the next day ready and inspired to do more, right? And we know in today's climate that this has always been an issue. And it's so timely because I actually started this book 2 years ago. And then I joined a group to make sure that I brought it to life, not knowing how much it would be needed, and how much of an impact it would have. It's a guide, it's a mirror, it's a movement, because resilient leadership isn't a trait, it's a practice, a daily practice. And emotional intelligence, it's the heartbeat of it. We have to learn and know what our own emotional intelligence is. Y'all, it's here. I got my copy actually yesterday, and it's in Kindle form right now. It is being released in print, softback, and hardback copy. We're going to go through the heart of resilient leadership, mastering emotional intelligence to transform teams and organizations today. I want to give you a sneak peek. And before I do that, we have an announcement. I want to share something with you. And it's going to be right along the end of the screen. You did it. Amazon did what? Let's see. We're going to make sure. I want you to get this. It's going to come. There we go. Yes, you're reading this correctly. Already, you have helped the heart of resilient leadership, mastering emotional intelligence to transform teams and organization, reach bestseller. Yes, we are officially, and I say we because you are the core heart of this. We reached bestseller in 3 categories: business communication and skills, planning and forecasting, and total quality organization. We did it in a very record time. So many of you have been reaching out to me, outlining just how much, just in Kindle form, the heart of resilient leadership has meant to you, but also some things that you want to do. We're going to deep dive into the HEART framework. HEART stands for humility. It is for you to harness it stands for harness self-awareness. You got to know yourself. You have to be able to know and understand who you are so that you are able to pivot, adjust, regulate yourself before you disrupt your team, disrupt your organization. What you say and how you present matters as a leader. Elevate emotional agility. Activate empathy and connection. Reinforce purpose and vision. That's your R. And the T is to transform and inspire growth. What does all of that mean? Over the years, it has meant the traits that resilient leaders need in order to transform teams, in order to communicate, in order to have a work-life balance. I'm waiting for that part. That's what we need. We're waiting for leaders to step up. Each of these chapters, each also has a challenge and an opportunity to lead with emotional mastery. This framework has helped leaders rebuild broken teams, increase retention, and reclaim their purpose as leaders. I am beyond excited and beyond grateful and honored that you find value in this book. This is my passion. This is what I do. I'm here to transform and inspire others as they inspire others. And so, what does it mean to have heart? I'm going to read it from the book because I want you to get this as you're going to see it. At the core of this book is the heart framework, a practical model for resilient, emotionally intelligent leadership. H, harness self-awareness. Understand yourself before leading others. That's what my data brought to this framework. E, evaluate emotional agility. Learn to regulate emotions and respond to challenges with clarity. If you know emotions, if they lead you, then your logic doesn't. We make poor decisions. We become reactive instead of responsive. So we have to elevate emotional agility. Activate empathy and connection. That means to foster strong relationships and trust. If the people around you who you lead or are supposed to lead don't trust you, they won't follow you off a bridge. They won't follow you across the street, much less across your office, right? So activate some empathy, make connections. R, reinforce purpose and vision. We all have a job to do. If you are a leader, we all have a job to do. You answer to someone, someone answers to you, everyone answers to their stakeholders, correct? So align leadership with your core values to inspire your team. You have to find it within yourself to know and understand, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my passion? I found mine in mental health, so much so that I created a group practice as well as your therapy doctor. And so in that, resilience is important. Resilience matters because it allows me, when in the face of challenges and struggles, to level up, I have to lean into the purpose of why I created a group practice, why I created Your Therapy Doctor. I mean, I've been doing this for 30 years, so guess what? It's something I like. It's something that every day I never feel like I'm going to a job or work. I am on a journey with people. And so it aligns with my core values in order for me to inspire the people around me. T. T is transform and inspire growth. That means to develop future leaders and create a lasting impact. Every person that comes through my door as a team member, I am grooming them to take my place. It doesn't make me intimidated. It doesn't shrink who I am. I am who I am because of what I know and my lived experience. Therefore, I teach. Therefore, I inspire. Therefore, I help to transform my team so that if I am not able, they seamlessly step into my place. They will do it their way. However, they're inspired and they have a core value that aligns with purpose of what we are here for in terms of mental health. So that creates heart. So I'm a football mom. And in order to inspire young people, guess what you have to do? You have to have heart. When they're out on that field, when people are coming after them, when the opposing team is coming after them, they can't shrink. They have to dig deep. You have to dig deep as a resilient leader, and you have to have the heart to lead people, inspire them, and connect. Each chapter is designed to give you actionable strategies grounded in 5 pillars of the heart framework, helping you implement emotional intelligence into your daily leadership. You will also learn from real life, real world case studies from each of the leaders that I have worked with who successfully leveraged emotional intelligence to overcome obstacles and create high impact teams. The names and details were altered for confidentiality. Finally, reflection exercises to deepen your self awareness and turn knowledge into practice with hands on activities. I want you to have this book not only as a guide, but as a companion. I want this book to be able to reach as many leaders and leading organizations as possible. Why? Because it matters. It matters how you talk to people. It matters how you lead people. It matters how you inspire them. However, it starts with emotional intelligence. That is the superpower of leaders. It means that they know how to govern themselves and how to govern others. This is important work, and it is transformational. I work with teams, I do professional developments, and I do speaking engagements that help teams, organization, and leaders level up. I make great leaders visionaries, good leaders, great leaders who become visionaries. Have you gotten your copy? Have you dived into the heart of resilient leadership? Do you know your emotional intelligence level. Do you know what you need to work on? Don't tell me nothing. Everyone has something to work on. Those crucial times where it feels like it's too much. You're not enough. You have it now. This is your enough. This gives you the advantage. This book gives you the edge. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Pauline Belton, and I am your therapy doctor. I wrote The Heart of Resilient Leadership out of a growing passion to see people walk into their workplace and feel as if it's an extension of who they are and what they have a purpose for. I wanted people to walk into their workplace and have someone leading them who knows how to regulate themselves, to create psychological safety, to know and understand that people don't quit jobs. People quit people. We are at the heart of resilient leadership, and we're about to make an even bigger impact. Stay tuned. Stay with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're feeling inspired. Now's the time to act. Download the Kindle app. Get your free copy of The Heart of Resilient Leadership. Swipe through a few pages so Amazon counts your download and leave us a review. It just takes a moment, but it makes a huge impact. Now, Dr. Belton, just so you know, we're going to move into the fireside chat at this point. You've had quite a few questions come in, and we're going to do our best to get to all of them, ladies and gentlemen. Hold tight, and we'll be getting started in just a moment. Dr. Belton, can you hear me okay?
I can. Hello, everyone. We are back. We're going to
So
answer questions.
yes, we're going to answer some questions because there are quite a few coming in the comments section.
Okay,
So one of the
let's
first
go.
questions, what are the biggest emotional intelligence gaps you see in today's leaders?
There are two, actually, huge. Self-awareness of impact. That's one thing. So often, what I see in individuals and leaders is that they are unaware of how much they impact the people around them because they believe that they are self regulating. They believe that how they behave, you know, they know I'm like that. It doesn't matter. They'll get over it. Well, self awareness, you have to be able to understand that no matter in your weakest moments or your moments of reaction, you don't know what others are going through in their day as well. And so you piling on that doesn't increase productivity, it actually decreases it. The second thing that I see as a gap is the individual's ability to connect. They believe that they're connecting when they are just driving stats, driving task. However, how many of you know and understand that you also still need to check in? Um, are your people available to you and fully available, meaning that they can relate to you in order to understand what it is you want them to do? If they don't feel that there's a connection, that you are barking orders or barking task, then guess what? Um, they do the bare minimum because they don't feel what you feel in terms of having an aligned vision and an aligned purpose. Okay. I can't hear you.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
The next question: how does burnout affect leadership performance?
Oh, wow. How does burnout affect? Burnout is huge. And interesting enough, I'm working with two leaders right now who were unaware that they were burnt out. Burnout looks different for everyone. And so, what does that mean for you? Burnout means that, hey, you might be feeling overwhelmed, despondent. Um, in leadership performance, you are disconnected, disengaged. You may be short, irritated, um, not friendly, not approachable. And so it affects leadership performance because your team, your organization, the people around you don't connect.
Excellent answer. Can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you. I'm
Okay,
right here with you.
very good. Next question that came in on the comment hotline: what's one heart principle that changed your life personally?
Oh, they want to get personal. Okay. Ooh. Self-awareness. That's what actually personally changed for me. Um, I had to be able to be aware of how I show up and how I move because not only am I a therapist, I am also a university professor. And so when I teach, when I go into boardrooms, when I go into agencies, I have to be aware of my presence, of my emotional state. And so I had to do some work myself, which is why the heart framework is so impactful, because it's what I needed to do for me as well. So self awareness was the one that really got me, which is why I came up with heart, because I had to have the heart to do the work and make the changes in order to be the leader that I wanted to be, and also to transform the leaders that I was charged to work with.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, this is a different take on similar question. Can this book help those who aren't in formal leadership roles?
Yes, absolutely. Um, Even though it says the heart of resilient leaderships, let me share with you why this is a 2-year process. I kept going back and forth between whether I wanted it to be personal or leadership forum. Here's what I came up with: we're all leaders. Whether you want to be or not, someone looks up to you, someone reveres you, someone believes in you in a way that's not just peer. And so the heart of resilient leadership is a mindset. It is you delving into the work that has to do with emotional intelligence and you becoming the best version of you or an elevated version of you. So this is absolutely not just personal. It is a professional. This is a personal journey as well. Absolutely.
Excellent. And this looks like the last question to come in, but it's a good one. What's your hope for organizations that embrace this work?
These must be organization people. What is the hope? My hope for organizations who embrace this work is that they transform their work environment to know and understand that you aren't just working to get to a deadline, to get production increase, that you have to invest in people, meaning that embracing the HEART framework for resilient leadership means that you're creating workspaces where people feel psychologically safe, because know and understand this. Everyone that comes into an organization and agency, I'm just going to say this because of the last question. Personally, guess what? We do not walk out of our homes and leave our emotions behind, leave the effects of our lived experiences behind. We're taking them with us, whether they're in the forefront or in, playing live in the background. So what do I want organizations to be able to embrace with this work? How to be able to see people for where they are and how to transform, inspire, and align your purpose with also the fact that you are dealing with human capital, not just capital.
Absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. So that was the last question, but I have a question personally.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, of course. It's really interesting. I downloaded the book and I read it too. So
well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can you and it's almost like a question of help me close this out. I start reading this book, I start this process. There's a journey to this. Help me understand what my journey should feel like as we close this out.
That's very interesting. How should your journey be? Your journey should feel as if you are moving forward, that you are inspired to want to learn more about yourself and how you can positively impact others. This journey, the heart of resilient leadership, mastering emotional intelligence to transform teams and organizations, it's going to look different for each person because you're going to be tuned in to different things that you may need to work on. Mine was self-awareness, emotional agility. So what does that mean? Your journey will be different, but it should be inspiring. It should be one that is a personal torch that you're taking up so that you are moving forward. I want this to be a pocket guide for you. The workbook is coming because there's work to be done and daily work to be done. So it should look inspiring for you. It should feel transformative for you. It should feel like your heart is growing.
Well said. Well said. Ladies and gentlemen out there, we need your help to make this message go viral. Take a selfie, a screenshot, watch the stream, do everything you can. Post on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook using the hashtag The Heart to Resilient Leadership. Tag at Your Therapy Doctor. And don't forget, we are live right now for a few more minutes. And with that being said, let's just finish strong. Let's make sure we download the Kindle version, swipe through the pages, leave a quick Amazon review, share it with a colleague, a team leader, or a friend who needs it today. Dr. Belton, do you mind taking us out and closing us out for today?
Absolutely. I'm about to close you out with something that I also want to charge you with. I want to thank you personally, everyone, especially when you begin to revisit this live and you tune in. This has been a 2-year process, and the issue is that leadership affects everyone. What are some pain points? What are some things that you need to do? You need to have self-compassion. One of the sayings in this book is to give yourself permission to lead with resilience. Whether you are at work or at home, give yourself permission to have emotional agility, that no matter what happens in life, you are built to live your life. You are enough. And if you need resources, this is the go-to resource to get. Download it today. Print copies are coming soon, right? I want you to be able to dive into this book. Here's another saying. A leader's greatest strength isn't in knowing all the answers. It's creating space for others who grow alongside them. Right? You're the now, but our future is coming up behind us in the people that we lead, in the people that are in our household, those youngsters, those young leaders. Look, this is a book for all ages. I would say middle, high school, college, professional status. Everyone can use a transformative resource. This is it. This is it. Not only is there the heart framework in this, let me go to it. There's also the care approach. Yeah, that's a little sneak peek for you too. Let me read for you the table of contents. Defining emotional intelligence. And then in chapter 2, we have a deep dive into harnessing self-awareness. Chapter 3, we're talking about elevate emotional agility. What does that look like, sound like, and feel like? Chapter 4, activate empathy and connection. Chapter 5, heart. It is R, reinforce purpose and vision. You have to have a purpose and vision if you're leading, whether your household or at your job. What's your purpose? What's your vision? Chapter 6 is transform and inspire growth. What does that look like, sound like? How do you practice that? Chapter 7, care approach. That is another framework that I developed in working with leaders. And what does that mean? That is, how do you talk to the people under pressure? What does that sound like? What does that look like? What are the examples? I give you examples of what you can say, how you can say it. so that you can develop the language naturally for yourself, so that you can inspire those around you. It is a wellness centered feedback approach. How do you get people to not only listen, but also perform, right? And then there are leadership anchors, very important to the process of resilient leadership. And then I round everything off in how do you become a heart-centered leader? What are your next steps? I believe that you need to have data in front of you. I am a nationally certified emotional intelligence specialist. So this is why this is so important to me. This is why I'm a nerd at heart. I love data. I love research. But I love for people to have practical steps because I've done the research for you. You can look up the research, you can get in touch with me, and we can definitely take this to the next level. The Heart of Resilient Leadership has made Amazon's bestseller list in 3 categories. Thank you for joining this journey with me. Get this book in your workplace, your teams. Have me come to speak to your team, to your organization, to your leadership about the Heart of Resilient Leadership. Have me come and train your supervisors, your executives on the heart framework, on the CARE approach. This is available now. Thank you for getting this book, my vision, my passion, into the hands of as many leaders as possible. I appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you for being on this journey with me.